Hi guys, what's up and welcome back. For today's video, as you guys saw from the title and thumbnail, I'm gonna be sharing with you guys probably the most, I always say this, but it is a very exciting Sephora haul. I've actually have not purchased makeup probably close to 2-ish months, so I went a bit crazy. I did want to start off by thanking Sephora for sponsoring this video. I am working with them on this one, so thank you so much to them and so much to you guys for being here always. Here's the bag of items. When I say jam-packed, I mean jammed. I always enjoy splurging a bit, especially during this time of the year. I think it's a great time to get gifts for others, get items for yourself, makeup items, skincare, hair care, fragrances, all of that. Replenish goodies that you maybe are out of. If you guys aren't signed up to Sephora's Insider Beauty program, I'll have the link down below to sign up. It's super simple and very easy. There are 3 different tiers, and so let's get started with Rouge. With Rouge, you'll receive 20% off with the code SAVINGS. You're able to shop from October 28th, which is like first access pretty much, until November 7th, and you're able to use the code multiple amounts of times, which I love when they do that, because and you can use it in store and online multiple times. I have to stress that because sometimes I buy things and then like a few days later I'm like, you know what, I could probably benefit from buying something else, watch someone else's video, hey, I need that in my cart. So it's amazing that you're able to use the code multiple times. And there's free shipping with no minimum, which I think is a plus. The next tier that we have is VIP. You are able to shop the savings event starting November 1st until November 7th. Again, just make sure to use the code SAVINGS, all in capitalized letters, when you're checking out to be able to receive the percentage off. Also, no minimum on shipping, so you can buy literally one thing or 50 and it's free shipping. And of course, if you're VIP, you're able to use the code multiple amounts of times, just like Rouge. And then the next tier that we have are Insiders. For Insiders, you are able to shop starting November 3rd through November 7th. Again, just make sure to use savings, all in capitalized letters at checkout. You can use the code multiple amounts of times and free shipping, no minimum. I will again have all of the information in the description box if you guys want to refer back to the video, check the dates, all of that, all the information will be there. And then lastly, I did want to mention that the Sephora collection brand is having 30% off starting on October 28th till November 7th, which I think is fantastic. There are a decent amount of goodies that I love from the Sephora collection brand, which I'll show you guys in my haul if you want to pick up anything. But that begins really for everyone the day the savings event begins for Rouge. So if you're an insider and you're wanting a few products from the Sephora collection brand, you're able to pick it up starting October 28th till November 7th. All right, I think that's pretty much it. Let's get started with the haul. I will have all of the items that I'm speaking about linked down below if you guys do shop through my links. I do make a small commission and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much to all of you who use my links. I also will have my full face of makeup linked down below as well. It's pretty much everything at Sephora. This is a Sephora collection eyeshadow palette, by the way, so solid stuff. Let's get started. First item that I picked up from Sephora was the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Glow Flawless Foundation. I picked mine up in the shade 4.5. I believe I owned this in the past, completely finished it off, used a bunch of other foundations, but then when I was at Sephora, I was like, you know what? I remember really loving this. That's probably why I finished it off. It gave me beautiful coverage, I would say medium to buildable, and it's very lightweight on the skin. And I also love that it has like that perfect glow name as well, because I do have dry skin and I feel like this doesn't necessarily stick on like anything dry that I might have on my face. It wears off super evenly throughout the day. And I just love the fact that it's very lightweight, even though it does give you a really nice amount of coverage. I'm always after those style foundations because I just don't want to feel like I have a lot on my face, and this right here I feel like definitely delivers. It's in a beautiful like frosted gold package. It does have a pump to it, very luxurious, so I definitely had to pick this up again. I missed it. I think 4.5 is my shade. With all of these I will be giving you guys swatches, close-ups, all of that, but if you're looking for something really nice, I think that this definitely stands the test of time and it looks flawless in pictures. If you have oily skin, you actually might like this too, because I find that it's maybe more on the hydrating side, but not overly done. So I just think it'll be overall a perfect product for pretty much any skin tone. The next two things I have here are from the Sephora collection brand. So I did want to pick up another one of these Sephora eyeliners. So just solid products that I want to say I pick up pretty frequently. I usually like always wear black liner. I'm wearing this on my waterline today, tight line with it, with this, all of that. And I just think it's fantastic. The price is just right on this one. It's super nice, very creamy, lasts, and there really is a reason why I keep going back to this one. They also have a bunch of other colors if you guys were maybe wanting to try something new, but I love it. It's just, I always repurchase it. I've had it in a few other hauls as well, so definitely a staple in my routine. Okay, next, when I was actually in store, I spotted this beauty. This is the Disco Diva Playlist Disco Diva palette. It was, I want to say, around the $15 range, so I would definitely say run. It's what I have on my eyes today. They have this palette as well as, I want to say, 4 or 5 other ones in the collection. The other color stories were also beautiful, but there was something about this one that kind of drew me in. I personally love plummy brownish tones on my eyes. I just feel like that's probably one of my favorite color stories to wear on my eyes, since I have brown eyes and it brings them out like crazy. So I love this one. I have really good luck with the Sephora collection shadows. The mattes in here are literally to die for, smooth as butter, and the metallics are really nice and very smooth. They do pack a punch. I didn't even have to wet them to really adhere nicely to the eye and to create like an intensified look. I use pretty much all of these and then this one on my lid. I most probably will pick up maybe 1 or 2 other like palettes that they have, but I'm so far so happy with this one. And I mean, I kind of knew, but I also like the fact that it's just like really thin, easy to work with, and great to travel with too. Plus, I'm usually not someone who uses the mirrors in palettes. I'm not really into it. But I have to tell you, this mirror right here kicked it up a notch for me. The next item I picked up was from Fenty Beauty. This is the Double Cheeked Up Freestyle Cream Blush Duo. Let's see. I got this because, you know what I'm saying? The packaging is so ultra cool and the box looks so solid as well. The 2 shades we have here that are included are Peony Droppa and Mally Booze. I have fantastic luck with the Fenty Cream blushes. I have one small one, a cream one. It's like a beautiful, nice poppy shade, but I did want to give this one a go. I think it might be limited edition for holiday, but I just loved the colors because this one might be maybe just a tad bit too dark. Let's see. For me personally, actually no. Such a good color. I thought it might be a drop too dark. It actually looks darker than it is when you swatch it, but it's actually a very, very beautiful wearable shade. I feel like this might work out for a multitude of different skin tones, which I love when products are like that, so it's more of like a universal product. They definitely feel really nice, very smooth. I want to say creamy, pretty emollient, but not overly all over the place kind of thing. And they swatch really nicely too. I'm just gonna kind of mix them together also. This is the shade that you get. I feel like it also is pretty buildable now that I'm putting more on top. Yeah, it's so pretty. So you can wear these together, wear them on their own. But like I mentioned, I have a different cream blush from Fenty, and it's one of my favorites to wear because it blends out so easily. And sometimes with cream blushes, it can be like a pain to blend, and then it looks sometimes like very blotchy. I don't think that this will be that way. I actually did pick up a few other like cream blushes and regular blushes, but I'll get to those in a second. When I was in store at like the little checkout section, I spotted the Tatcha Lip Mask. I've tried a decent amount of goodies from Tatcha when it comes to their skincare, and I've really enjoyed a bunch of their stuff. But I have to tell you, this has been on my wish list for ages now. I definitely over a year, possibly even 2. I have so many other lip balms, lip masks, but I was curious to see how this one right here compares to maybe like the Laneige one, which I really like, or the Patrick Ta one, which is also so beyond amazing. Just packaging alone is gorgeous. It has like a pink tint to it, but it actually comes off as more clear. It doesn't necessarily have a scent to it. It also comes with this little baby spoolie, which is just like a little one, and it does have a really nice like rich texture to it. not overly thick, but not thin. So I definitely feel like this would be really nice for the nighttime. I typically use like the ones in the jars for overnight anyway. I will keep you guys posted and report back, but so far it definitely does seem pretty unique compared to other like lip masks that I've tried. And you get a decent amount in here as well. There's 9 grams of product in here, which I think is, you know, a nice amount for a lip mask. 0.32 ounces. So cute. I cannot wait to throw that on every night of my life. Okay, next I purchased these 2 items. So also at like the checkout section, I found the Touchland Hydrating Hand Sanitizer. They have this and actually a really cute kit on Sephora's site, and I want to say in stores, that includes about 5 of these in different scents, in various different scents. I picked up the scent Rainwater. I'm very into like light clean scents, you guys know. So I figured this would be right up my alley. And I'll be honest, I picked this up because I just thought it was so bougie and cool. And I'm actually away now, so I felt like it would be really nice to just take with me traveling, put in like my little travel bag, keep with me like on the plane. It's just always nice to have like a sanitizer around, you know, touching stuff and all. So this just I thought would be really handy, and I love the concept that it's a spray, so you don't have to actually squeeze anything out of a bottle. It's not too much, not too little. You can just, and it's so nice. It really sinks in very quickly, and it smells so good. It reminds me of something. Everything always reminds me of something. Maybe school, high school. I love it. And I feel like it doesn't feel like drying. Sometimes with hand sanitizer, I feel like my hands like almost look like they're cracking. My hands are beyond ultra dry, drier than dry. And it just seems just like a nice quality sanitizer. I did already use it like 1 or 2 times earlier, and I just love it. So I might pick up the kit that they have now out for holiday and just kind of have it for like the year and stuff, or you know, to be able to switch out. I just think it's a handy thing to have for everyone. Along with that, with the bougie vibe, I wanted to pick up a nice hand cream. This is from Caudalie. This is the Vino Therapist Hand and Nail Repairing Cream. So I was looking on Sephora's site to see like which ones they have to offer, and there were a few that I did try, but this was one that I didn't try. I love the consistency of it. The reviews on Sephora's site were fantastic. So I'm like, okay, I might really enjoy this. And even when I checked out, the lady over there, like at the register, she said it's one of her favorites too. I actually think this might be one of the most uniquest hand creams I've tried. It also says it's 98% natural ingredients, and it happens to be vegan, which I think is cool. I love the packaging. But what I find to be really unique about this hand cream is it sinks in so ultra quick. I'm someone who just has a hard time putting lotion on, cream on my hands when I desperately need it, emergency status ASAP. But the reason why is because sometimes it just feels like there's so much residue on my hands, and I need to wipe it. It's just like, you know what I mean? It's like annoying sometimes. But with this one, even the lady at Sephora, she's like, I love it because it sinks in really quickly. And when I tried the sample that they had there, and then I walked around the store, I'm like, my hands feel really hydrated, but I don't feel like I just put something on. And I find that to be really hard to find with hand creams. But this right here, I want to say, is a winning piece. Well, I would definitely give this one a go if you're looking for something like that's 10 out of 10. I'm telling you guys, this is like solid. Next, I love picking up a perfume. So I picked up the Good Fortune Victor and Rolf perfume. Don't know how this smells. I did pick it up on a whim. It's actually their newest perfume that just released a few months ago, I want to say. I love the packaging. The bottle, I mean the box looks really pretty. Purple is one of my favorite colors. The packaging is so pretty. Gosh, how yummy does this look? It looks like a crystal ball. I love it, and I love like the gold detail as well. So haven't smelled it yet. Apparently a lot of you guys love when I smell stuff on camera, because I can't lie and tell you, hey, it's good if I'm really not into it, but if I will be into it, you'll know. The scent type, so the fragrance family is florals, but the scent type is warm florals. Let's smell her. You just have to like diffuse it out a bit. Wow. Mikey and I were like, wow. Wow, this smells so nice. He's not home now actually, otherwise I would ask him how this smells. You know what it smells like? I feel like whenever I walk into Sephora and I'm in like the fragrance section, everything just smells so good. It just smells like you want to smell like this. So some of the key notes are fennel, gentian, flower extract, jasmine, bourbon, vanilla. It says here, this floral perfume for women awakens with a bright and aromatic note, magnified by luxurious jasmine. It's center and infused with creamy and captivating bourbon vanilla at its base. It is so nice. I would probably wear this maybe more like for the nighttime. It's not necessarily like a day type of scent. It has a lot of sophistication to it and depth, I would say. So I mean, you can wear it anytime, but I feel like maybe like for like an early brunch, if you're out with the girls, with the gang, or if you're going out for the night, it definitely makes a statement. And it's really like, I feel like one spray would really go yum a long way. It's so good. Then I picked up a few items from Haus Labs, starting off with the Triclone Skin Tech foundation. When I tell you guys, I heard 1,000,001 things about this foundation. I'm not exaggerating. Everyone has been speaking about this, literally. So this is a 1 fluid ounce size. I went in store to kind of shade match myself. I got it in 160 light neutral. So the reason why this foundation is legit turning heads is because it's supposed to look like a second skin. So again, just something that looks easy on. You don't necessarily look like you have much foundation on, but it does give you medium to buildable coverage, as it states. I love the packaging. It's also almost like in that frosted glass package. It's in a glass package, I think is cool. There's the H on top for Haus Labs and the pump. There's a pump to it. It also says it is a weightless formula. So let's see what's up. So it definitely doesn't seem overly like liquidy, but it feels really nice. And I could tell right away that it's gonna be, you can't see it because it just blends into my skin, that it's gonna be really, really hydrating and just fresh on the skin. It also has a little bit of a thinner consistency to it, so I'm actually very curious to see how buildable this really is. But I have really, really high hopes for this one. I actually cannot wait to apply this on as soon as I take this off, and you know, maybe for tomorrow or something. I will report back to you guys and let you know if it's a holy grail type of product. I'll try to use it ASAP, but I think it's gonna be fantastic. Next 2 items I picked up from Haus Labs were these 2 lip products in like pinky tone shades. So this was a subscriber's recommendation. It's one of the Haus Labs tints, PhD hybrid lip oil. I want to say there are 4 different shades that Sephora has. It's a beautiful, like almost fuchsia type of color. I'm gonna put some on my lips right now, and then I'm gonna wipe it so the lip color on my lips doesn't go in the actual tube. The applicator is really cool. It almost hugs your lips, and the consistency is very thin. It kind of feels like you're getting a massage for your lips, which isn't a thing, I don't think, but very nice and moisturizing, and again a little bit more on the thinner side. So I feel like it's a good, and I love that, because sometimes with lip oils it can have a little bit of a thicker feel, and it almost feels like your lips could stick together, and then when you talk you have like those lines on your lips, or you know, this lip and this lip sticks together, and then like, you know what I mean, like it can be a bit much. And I actually don't think it has much color to it, even though it has like a fuchsia-ness to it. Yeah, like it does swatch slightly fuchsia, but I feel like once you blend it out on the lips, it somewhat comes across as a little bit clearer with a baby hint of drop color type of thing. So there's that one. I would say seems like a winner. Then I wanted to pick up one of the La Monster lip crayons, just so I can line out my lips with this and fill it in as well. So at times I'll go in with like a lip liner, then a lipstick, or just a lipstick. But I like the concept of like a lip pencil crayon, because it's almost like a 2-in-1, and you get a little bit more precise with it, but it's all in one, you know? Basically saves my life, saves some time. It says here, twist up, line your lips with a tip, fill in with full coverage, pout comfortably with minimal transfer. I kind of like that they said minimal transfer, because a lot of times I feel like brands will write, you know, transfer proof, and sometimes it's just not. But like here, you know, hey, it's gonna stay on, but it might transfer just a little bit. So also with this one, they have a few shades to choose from, but I love these colors, and I'm so happy they're kind of coming back in style in a way, even though I usually wear anything anytime. It's twist up, it's super nice, very smooth. That's how much product you get in here. And I thought that this color was just first of all, it feels so beyond smooth, like butter, and I think it's going to be really, really pretty on the lips. It seems like it has more of like a satin, slight satin finish to it. Not matte, it doesn't seem matte, and it doesn't seem sheer. But you could sheer it out if you're going to blend it out if you want to. Like you could. And kind of that, oh my god, it's such a good color. So with this one, if I like it, I might pick up the other shades because it seems like a fantastic formula, and I think the color is really pretty. Did I say the color? This is in Melon Matte. Melon Matte. Jump on it. The next item I picked up was from Liora.y. She just launched these translucent loose setting powders. This is supposed to give you like an ultra blurred effect, and it's translucent. So I love her regular translucent, like Liora.y iconic loose powder. I've gone through probably like 4 or 5 full sizes of those at this point, but this one right here is, I'll tell you what the difference is, but this one right here is actually talc free. I believe her original one does have talc. Oh wow, okay, I didn't realize I opened it. But yeah, this one right here is talc free. This truly translucent powder sets makeup for 16 hours for weightless wear with a matte soft focus finish. Infused with blurring ingredients like amino acids and silica powder blend, Liora's new formula instantly blurs away the look of pores, fine lines, and imperfections. And I would definitely say it helps a lot with that. With pores, fine lines, I love to set my under eyes. I love to bake with this. Today I used the Huda, like easy loose bake one, but I would say the Huda and this one are my, like the Liora.y one is my favorite one. And here is what it looks like. It's just a loose translucent powder. They have 1 or 2 other shades to choose from if you want to get one that's not necessarily translucent. But I haven't tried this specific one yet, this formula. I'm curious to see if it's, better than the original one since it is talc free, if it's somewhat similar. But I mean, if it's better than the original, then this might be winner energy, because I feel like the original one is so good already that this one will probably just hopefully knock my socks off my feet. So we'll see about that. Still have a decent amount to cover. I told you guys it's going to be a little bit of a long one. It's really like a full in-depth vibe. So Sephora actually has a ton of holiday kits available now in store and online. And I just think that this time of the year just always so exciting to see what brands put together. So I literally have, let's see, just like a bunch of little kits here. And I want to say 2 or 3 more. So exciting stuff. Okay, so first I have this right here by the Gwen Stefani line. So I haven't tried much from her brand, but she did release a few items a few months back. I didn't have a chance to pick up anything, but I was really intrigued with her like red lipstick. She released like a red lipstick, a lip gloss, and some other like, yeah, other colored red lip product. And I didn't know if I wanted to pick up a full size of like a red lipstick, because if you guys know me, I really don't wear red all that often. However, you guys love me in red, so there's that. I don't know, people say I look good in red. I personally don't think I look the best, but I will wear it from time to time. And you know what, those times that I do wear it, I'm like, you know what, I'm really feeling myself. So when I saw this kit at Sephora, you don't even know how happy I was. You get 3 little ones in here, but they're not overly tiny. You get the Anaheim High Performance Satin Lipstick, you get the Original Me High Performance Matte Lipstick, and then the I'm Still Here Lightweight Won't Wear Matte Liquid Lipstick. So just 3 little goodies that could be paired together or worn on their own, and these are just like classic reds, so I'm really thrilled. So here's the liquid lipstick. You get like, it's in a clear little package and it has like the gold lid. I'll just do one swipe. What? It's really nice. This is a solid red. It's more of like that blue tone red, which I feel like could work out for also a multitude of different skin tones. Seems pretty universal. And then here are the 2 lipsticks. I love that it's just black with the gold wording. This right here is in Original Recipe. So cute. You know, it's also small, but not annoyingly small. You know, sometimes lip products are just annoyingly small. This right here looks just like that. It builds up nicely and it's so beyond smooth. I want to say the one I just swatched is slightly lighter and not as, doesn't have that much depth. The liquid lipstick seems like it has more depth. This is the, yeah, matte formula. It seems more matte. And then I have the Anaheim. Yeah, the Anaheim shade here, which I think is more of like the red that's supposed to match the liquid lipstick. That's more of like a satin finish. It's closer to the liquid lipstick than the middle one, but they're all in the same family pretty much. Very pretty tones, and you'll probably see me rock these sometime very soon. Okay, next, I spoke about this on my community tab. This is by Tower 28. It's the Gloss Duo. Full-size glosses for only 22 buckaroos. Okay, I love the Tower 28 glosses. I've spoken about them a bunch of times over here. I've showed them to you guys also like hundreds of times, I want to say. You've seen them in my collection videos, my shop, my stash videos, even through my declutter videos. Those would always make it through because there would be no way I'm decluttering Tower 28 glosses. So love the packaging, and I think you get, like, I just love that you get full sizes for only $22. Like, it's just getting a bang, you know what I mean? So we get the gloss here in Coconut and then Dream. I want to say they're new shades. I'm not 100% sure, but I think, if I'm mistaken, Coconut might be part of the regular line, but I'm pretty sure this one, the Dream, is a new shade. So nice. The packaging is beautiful and clear. It doesn't really have like a scent. Yum, heaven times 10. I would say this formula is like a hybrid between, I have to wipe this because I don't want to change the color of the gloss. I would say the consistency of these glosses, since I have so many of them and I just tried one, is a hybrid between a lip oil and a lip gloss. It's not sticky, but it's extremely nourishing. This one right here has a little bit of color to it, and this one is more like a metallic, but it's just also seems kind of like a barely there type of color. I love wearing these on their own, the ones that I have, but I'll probably wear these also on their own. And I like wearing these like with a lip liner, with a lipstick. Excellent kit. The next kit I picked up was this one. I shared it with you guys on my community tab. It's the Mario's Lip Lift Kit. I want to say you get 2 deluxe size lip products, so the lip liner and a lipstick. There are 3 different, pretty different kits on Sephora's site, so you can choose from this one or from 2 other ones. This specific kit, okay, is called Pink Nude. The lipstick is in the shade Sam, and then the lip liner is in the shade Hue. I own a few of his lip liners, and a lot of you guys told me that I got you hooked up on those because I constantly, I used to speak about them a lot. I still wear them all the time, but they're great lip liners. And then his lipsticks I also really enjoy. I love this little one. It's just so cute, and I love that he kept the packaging the same. That's when you really feel like you literally won the jackpot. So here are what the little cuties look like. I think this would be really nice to kind of throw into your purse. Okay, this is a small size, but it looks huge. Actually, it might even be full size, because I'll show you compared to the Gwen Stefani. But the Makeup by Mario is in a smaller package, but the actual bullet is a full size. How cute! How cute is that? And what a deal! So again, this is in the shade Sam. It's a beautiful everyday nude color. And it's more like a matte finish, but I don't find that these are drying on the lips. I'm gonna pick up the 2 other kits as well because it's such a win for me. This lip liner is actually almost identical to the lipstick, but it just seems like it has a little bit more brown compared to the lipstick, which is more of like a nude, but now comparing, the lipstick has a drop of pink in it. But on its own, it doesn't look as pink. So depending on which liner you pair with the lipstick, it'll look a little bit different on. But even though this is a little bit more of a smaller size, you still get so much in here, and I'm sure you can get like a bunch of uses out of this. So definitely one of my favorite kits that Sephora has this holiday season. Like I mentioned, I'm gonna pick up the other 2 because I just think it's you can't be beat. You really can't. Next kit I picked up was this one right here by Rare Beauty. She has this Soft Pinch liquid blush 3-piece kit. I know a bunch of you guys love the Rare Beauty liquid blushes, so if you were wanting just a few, I think this might be really, really nice. But you get one full-size item, one full-size blush, and 2 smaller sizes. But if you are familiar with the Rare Beauty blushes, you legit need an absolute dot to go the longest, beyond longest way ever. I find when I put more than a dot, it's already a bit much. So, and I think that there some shades are for me a little bit harder to blend, so just keep that in mind. But a lot of her other shades I do really like, and they blend out really well. So here's just a size comparison. One sec. Between like a bigger one and a little bit of the smaller one. It comes with a doe foot applicator. And here is what Encourage looks like. It's more like a neutral mauve. Very, very pretty. Then we have the shade Happy. I'm doing this with my left hand and I'm a righty. That's like a baby doll pink. Such a cute color. I know that this shade has been majorly raved about. And then Truth is a deeper color, so maybe similar to, is that Encourage? 1 second. Yeah, Encourage, but a little bit deeper. Like it has more raspberry in there compared to this, which is more mauve. So really pretty shades, and also with these you can mix and match, create your own customized color. I'm going to talk about more kits soon. There is a bit more, but I did want to speak to you guys about this beauty. So in my shop through Sephora video, you will see this there. Melt Cosmetics launched their Zodiac collection palettes. There are 4 different ones in the line: water, earth, air, and fire. So I picked up water. I loved all of the color stories, so I might pick up the other ones depending on how this performs. I picked up water. You guys know Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces are all in the water category, and I'm a Scorpio. My birthday is actually October 29th. So, you know, I kind of feel like I also gifted these products to myself as an early birthday gift kind of thing. So here's what this one looks like. The packaging is really substantial. It feels great. It feels very sturdy. And then here is what the color story looks like. I probably will end up using this one next, so I guess tomorrow when I do my makeup, and probably the House Labs or Giorgio Armani foundation, most of these goods. Maybe I'll do a get ready with me video. Look at that. Would you look at that with all of these items? I think I might have a full face. Yeah. So I think this is a pretty unique color story. I know like we've seen browns and blues, but I love that this one mainly includes different tones of blues and then just hints of like browns-ish. It's not really brown, but like a one brown. You get this manipulative shade, which I don't know if Cancer, Scorpios, and Pisces are necessarily manipulative. It's possible at times we could be, but I just needed to have this. I'm very into like the whole horoscope situation, and it just, these things make me so happy. I feel like it's such an amazing marketing tactic too, because it really hits home, you know? So we have the shade Manipulative, Secretive. I will tell you, I could be pretty secretive at times. Moody, yes, we'll take it. Trust Issues, absolutely. Then we have the shade Emo, Ugly Crying, which is a thing as well sometimes. Dead Inside, I think I used to be. And Possessive, which some might say I could not be. The metallics are butter, like smoothness. And I will tell you guys, I haven't had major luck with the, okay, well, I haven't had a major luck with the Melt Cosmetics shadows. A lot of times they'll be like a hit or miss, and I just won't find, like, it's very hard for me to find one that I'm like head over heels with. There really isn't one Melt palette that I'm like, okay, well, maybe the Rust one actually I love, but there were so many other ones that I tried that I just didn't feel fully in love with. So I hope that this one kind of changes it for me, and because I also want to pick up the other ones that they have. They're so cute, and I do want to love what they have to offer. So I will say Melt Cosmetics shadows in general are ultra pigmented, and sometimes for me can be hard to blend. and so these seem like they are ultra pigmented, but they also have a major smoothness, which sometimes I don't find that the shadows always have. But it's just so cute, you know. So again, they have water, fire, air, and earth. Depending on what you are, you can pick any, or you know, your element. The next eyeshadow palette I picked up was this one. This is the Dior Backstage palette. I don't own any Dior eyeshadow palettes, but when I saw this one, it immediately hit home. I love greens and browns. I love like the earthy look. I just feel like a lot of brands have been doing maybe those type of color stories. So I own maybe like one or two, which I find that I wear a lot, like those palettes. But when I saw this one, okay, I love Dior packaging. It's just so cool, and it makes me so happy. And everything that they have is like the same when it comes to packaging, pretty much. So I feel like you have like a whole collection of just like delicious packaged goods. Anyways, I love this. It's so gorgeous. So in a way, I wish there was maybe like a deeper brown here, like more of like an earthy dirt brown almost. I mean, I can always use the one in the Milk palette, which is fine, but the two shades that spoke to me the most in here are these two. So gorgeous. And you get a lot of like new type of colors, a pretty yellow gold satin finish, this like khaki green, and then you get one shade in here which is a cream, so you can do like a cut crease if you want. I hope the powders don't go in that cream shade. Oh my gosh, yum. Yum. I know sometimes with Dior it could be hit or miss, but this feels like bah. It's so pretty. It's like a lighter khaki color. It's so nice. And then this white shade, like this one is more like a transformative type of shade, so I feel like you could use it with any of the colors. It's really pretty. I guess I'll use this not tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, and see how it works out. But this is the Khaki Neutrals palette that just launched. They have a few other palettes, like a more fiery toned palette, I think one that's more plummy, which I would eventually want to get those depending on how this one performs. But I'm really happy that this is my first Dior palette because it really was love at first sight for me. Next, I picked up two items here from Charlotte Tilbury. She just launched her Collagen Super Fusion Facial Oil. She has this smaller size, which is an 8 ml size, which is 0.27 fluid ounces, or a full size, but I love getting smaller sizes of specific items if I just don't know if I'm gonna like the product. So I love that brands offer that because I just feel like it's so much more convenient at times. So here's what this little one looks like. You still get so much, and with oils you go, like I go through them so slowly because you need so little to go a long way. And so I just felt like the size would be perfect and would still, regardless of the size, last me so long. So I want to see what this feels like. I usually use an oil before I put on my makeup or mix it in with my foundation. It just adds a nice glow to my skin. If the foundation is ultra glowy on its own, I don't always add oil, but more times than less I will add an oil just because I like the finish on my skin. This absorbs extremely quickly. For an oil, it's already sunk in. It smells like the spa. It smells really like nice, rich. It does say here you can use this as a skincare product, which I might use it for a skincare product, but I specifically picked it up to mix it in with my foundation. It has collagen matrix, protein plant extracts, vitamin-rich oils, calming essential oils, and just a bunch of other really yummy stuff. So I know I'm gonna love this. It seems like it's gonna be part of my routine daily. Right, the next Charlotte Tilbury item I picked up was her Pillow Talk Beautifying Face Palette. I was so excited about this one. With this, there are two different color stories to choose from. This says it's for fair to medium skin tones, and then she has another one that would be great for medium to deep skin tones. Such a hot piece. Packaging is insanely beautiful. I love it. And then the back, it just kind of explains a little bit of what's inside. For this one, we have the Pillow Talk blush, a beautiful cool toned bubblegum pink blush, which I feel like is a very, very popular shade these days, and then two yummy highlighters. The highlighters are specifically called the multi-glow highlighters. So we have like a white golden, which is beautiful, and then this more like pinky toned one. So really pretty. Oh wow. So smooth. My hands are like a little bit dirty from previous swatches. But here, this pink, my pinky's fine. This feels so yummy, very shiny too. And I think I would be able to kind of get away with this color. Sometimes with these shades, they come across as a bit dark, but maybe together I'll be able to mix them. This is so nice. Pillow Talk looks like the hottest thing to exist in this world. And then this pink. So nice. I like that you get 2 of each, because you can mix and match, wear them separately. You have options to work with. But I am so far so happy with this, and I feel like it's gonna be a real staple in my routine, and the packaging is so nice. Next, I have this right here from COSA. This is the the Sun Show Moisturizing Baked Bronzer. I will tell you, I did use this already. I got it in medium. I think that they have 4 shades to choose from. And it's really nice. I love their like face powder. It's good when I want to just lightly dust a powder on my face. It's more of like a mattifying finish, but if I do it lightly, it doesn't add such a mattifying effect on the skin. In the summer, it's really good because I get maybe like a drop oily here and there, but overall I'm dry, but it still works nicely. So since I love that, I wanted to give this one a go. Like I specifically was like looking for this. I'm like, you know what, I really want to try the COSA bronzer. Packaging is beautiful. It's clear. It's in this beautiful green color. And here is, well, the packaging. And then the bronzer is such a stunning, beautiful, warm shade. It is a baked bronzer, so I just find that it blends out really easily. It also has like a very thin consistency to it. That's the shade there, the middle finger. Here is what it is looking like, and I feel like it's warm, but not orange warm on the skin. It's also very, very soft. It picks up so nicely on a brush, and I feel like it blends out super smoothly. Medium does work out really well for me, but if I go very heavy, it could look like a bit much. So with this, the key is a little bit goes the longest way ever, and it has like a dome shape to it. So I really feel like it's gonna last me ages, since you really need like very little to go a long way. So I really like this if you're looking for an easy, just fresh, healthy looking bronzer. I think it's just so much fun to apply, and it has like, I wouldn't say a glow to it, but it's not matte and necessarily flat on. It just looks very, like your face looks enhanced and very, very healthy. So I love the formula. It almost reminds me of like the Hourglass bronzer, but this actually is a bit more amped up in a way. So, oh, it's so cool. On the back here, it says made in Italy since 1982. They've been around for so long. I also picked up the Summer Fridays lip kit here, lip butter balm set. You need this ASAP. You get 1 full size in here in vanilla, and then you get 3 little ones, but with these, the little ones are little, but there's so much product inside. Okay, I actually have a liner in here as well. So I purchased 2 liners from Sephora. That one that I spoke about in the beginning, which isn't retractable, but then we have this one, which is retractable. So from the Sephora collection brand, I'll have both linked below, of course. But I find that they're both the same quality. This is a repurchase for me. They are both the same quality, just this one is retractable and the other one is not. And with this one, there's like a smudger on the other side, so you could smudge it out. I love this. They have them in a bunch of different shades as well. You get so much in here. Check this out. Like, a lot. I'm just thinking, sometimes I prefer retractable like liners or lip liners, but I'll usually always take a sharpener with me lately, just in case, because like you never know. I'll do this like this so you guys can see. It's so good. It really is. Like, a lot of you guys told me you purchased these Sephora collection eyeliners based on my recommendation and you love them. And so the other one I spoke about is the Colorful Crayon Couture, and this one I'm speaking about, the retractable one, is the Sephora retractable liner. Both solid. I recommend both. It just depends on what your preferences are. So back to the Summer Fridays kit here. Here is what it looks like, packaged really nicely. You can even just keep one for yourself and gift the other ones to others. I have 1 full size of this in this specific shade. It's such a good one. I actually got it in a Sephora Favorites kit. Vanilla Beige, which is just like a nice, really light vanilla beige. You know, when like there's a word and then like one describes the word with the same word that it's actually called. So it's like basically it's a beige nude. So nice. It adds a hint of color, but you could see the color on the lips when you apply that. So very nice. This right here is in brown sugar. It's a little bit of like a deeper, slightly raspberry shade. Then we have this yummy one in poppy. Such a tasty color. It's like an orange red almost. And then we have this one in vanilla, which is the clear one, vanilla, and it is the full size. So great value, you get a lot in here, and I just think that this one is so fun. When I saw this, I didn't blink twice. I knew I had to pick it up ASAP. I have fallen in love with Summer Fridays from their lip balm, and I'm really curious to see what other items they have in the line that I would love and enjoy. So I love this one. Next, we have another kit here from LYS Beauty. This is the Higher Standards 3-piece satin matte cream blush set. Also with this one, when I saw it, I thought it was the cutest thing. With this one, you get 3 like medium-sized blushes, but like they still look, they almost look full size. Like you still get a lot in here, and I love their packaging because it's like different. You know what I mean? I love the shape. We don't see a lot like this, and again, they are pretty large. But like here, you can see, like it's big. It's like almost a full size. So we have this one in Empower. It's a deeper true raspberry shade, and that's the color right over there. I'll do close-up swatches. Next shade that we have up is this one, which I think is my favorite, in Unforgettable. Unforgettable. And this is like a poppy pink type of color. They feel really smooth, very creamy too. And then here is what that, I think I would like that one a little bit more for my skin tone. It's so nice. I love lighter tone shades typically. And then we have the more mauvey one. A lot of mauves in collections I see. And this is in Grateful. Yeah, so nice. I'm just gonna swatch it almost on top of the liner here. But you'll see close-up swatches. So those are the 3 shades. The texture and smoothness just feels like it's gonna be really easy to work with. I just feel like the value is fantastic. Great packaging, even though it's more plastic, but it's not like cheapy. And it's just such a good kit. Blew me out of the park, I have to tell you. So excited about this one. Next, I picked up one of the Gucci blushes. This right here is in Radiant Pink 03. So they have, I want to say 6 shades in the line. How cute is this baby? Like this looks like almost a smaller deluxe size, but it's actually considered their full size. It's a just bright bubblegum pink, but not overly bright, you know? I'm gonna swatch it on this, and it's so smooth. Here is what it looks like. So you could see like the color. It's the type of a blush that you would have to kind of go in and build up. Or if you like more of like a lighter blush look, this might be nice. It's more of like a satin finish, so it's not matte, but it's also not overly glowy and luminous on the skin, which I'm not that much of a fan of luminous blushes, so I feel like it emphasizes a lot. But it has a smooth, very nice texture. It also says that you could actually use it for the eyes as well. I find that I really enjoy products that could be used for the eyes and cheeks. Sometimes certain products are not eye safe, so if it isn't really, I try not to use it on the eyes. But this does say it's okay for the eyes and the cheeks, and I feel like this would be really a really pretty color for like the eyes. You know, like with liner, like a light pink look. You can do like a monochromatic vibe. Another blush I picked up was from Tower 28. We're almost done here, by the way. This is their newest cream blush in Office Hours. I love the shade, I think it's Magic Hour. I've spoken about it a gazillion times. I finished one of these completely in the shade, I think it was Magic Hour, and I repurchased that one. But this is their newest color, so I wanted to see what it has to offer. I noticed with like their deeper shade, not this one, a different like super deep shade, it didn't really work out well for my skin tone. It was like a little bit hard for me to like blend out, and it just didn't sit too well on the skin. But I think this might be nice. It almost is like a hybrid between like a raspberry tone shade and like a mauve, but it has pink in there too. So nice. I love the Tower 28 formula. I think it's a really pretty one. Yeah, and these I feel like have more like a jelly feel to them, and they look a little bit more luminous-ish on the skin. But again, I'm saying that very loosely because it doesn't look ultra obvious and ultra glowy on the skin, but and it mainly does not emphasize texture, which I really love, and it doesn't emphasize pores. So I hope that this shade will work out for me. I'll have to see. I feel like it's maybe similar to one of the LYS blushes that I swatched before, but I really enjoy Tower 28 as a brand, so I try to give like their pieces as much love as I could, and 9.7 out of 10 times I'm usually pretty successful. Okay, next I have two lip products here, kind of like balmy lip products. I'm very into balms lately. This is the Makeup by Mario Moisture Glow Plumping Lip Serum. So I have one of these in the shade Bare Glow, B-A-R-E Glow, and it's like a nice light nude color. You guys know I love my nudes and pinks. It's in my purse actually. I wear it every time I'm out and about. But the brand recently launched, I want to say 6 brand new shades. A lot of the other shades they have, even with the newest expansion, are still in the nude family. Some lighter tone nude shades, some deeper ones, but all in the brown nude family. This is, I want to say, the main one that's actually more pinky toned, and this is called Pink Glow. Wow, okay, this is such a cute color, and for some reason it makes me so happy. I guess the only thing about this that I'm not obsessed with is when you do turn it, it doesn't turn back down. So it is retractable, and it smells good. It actually smells different than the other ones, than the other one that I've tried. I feel like the other one has more like a minty vibe. This doesn't have that as much, but these are supposed to give your lips like a nice glow. Gonna put a little on. It's insanely moisturizing. It feels amazing, and it's not too thin, but it's not overly thick. I love it. It feels so good. Oh, and it gives you like that hydrating, plumping look as well and feel, but I don't feel like it's overdone. Sometimes with plumping products it's like, whoa, calm down. But with this one, I think it gives you the perfect amount of plump, but not where it actually is painful on the lips. It's like, here, it's like a pink, but mainly like more like a clearer shade. But with this, if you build it up, it will look more pink the more you build. So if you're wanting just a nice, also like luxurious luxe lip balm type of product that plumps, I feel like there aren't a lot of lip balms that do that. It's more like lip glosses. This kind of gives your lips like a very full look and keeps them moisturized and hydrated for a really long period of time. So I love this. And then I wanted to pick up the With Gratitude Rare Beauty Lip Balm. So I just needed another one, okay? So this is in the shade Honor. I love her lipsticks. Actually, the lipstick I was wearing in the beginning of the video before I put on a bunch of other ones was a Rare Beauty lipstick. I'll have a link below with the Charlotte Tilbury liner in Pillow Talk. Okay, so here I actually went to get it. This is in the shade Praise. I love these by Rare Beauty. It's their Dewy Lip Balm. I have a few smaller sizes of these in different shades, and then I love those little ones so much that I purchased a full size of this. It's such a good color, and it really goes well with Pillow Talk. So I wanted to pick up the balm. This is in Honor, so it's a Dewy Lip Balm, and this is just like the clear one. I love having clear lip balms on hand because not always do I want like a little bit of color on my lips. Sometimes I just want to throw it on without making sure it's in the line. So I felt like this might be nice, and it's the same formula as these obviously, but just with no color, and this has a very moisturizing feel to it. Also not too thick, not too thin, not as glowy, kind of like a little bit more subtle in a way, but still I feel like it does work on the lips. All right, I have 3 more items left here. We're almost done. So I picked up a Gucci lipstick. I think this is a first for me when it comes to Gucci lipsticks. It happens to be limited edition, so if you want this specific shade, jump on it. This is the They Met in Argentina shade. That's what it's called. Limited edition, it says it twice, in 208. So basically They Met in Argentina. How hot is this piece? I actually love how thin it is because it just looks different than a lot of other lipsticks that I have. It has the gold on the bottom here. It is retractable. And this is like a pink color, but pretty different compared to the other pink lip products I purchased. And I feel like because it has more of like a thinness to it, it's gonna be easier to kind of like line your lips. I have 4 minutes left on this SIM card. And it's more of like a balm-like texture. It's so nice though. It says it gives you up to 24 hours hydration. So it's not necessarily a lipstick with full-on pigmentation, which could actually be nice. I am curious to see though how comparable this is compared to like, let's say, the Rare Beauty, more like tinted lip product, not the clear one, and a few other products that I bought that were more like of a tinted product, like let's say even the Makeup by Mario. I want to see what the consistency is like, but this almost has like a jellier, slightly stiffer feel, but not in a bad way. It still feels very moisturizing and pretty hydrating. So I will keep you guys posted on this one, but I want to say, you know, I mainly purchased it for the packaging, and whatever's on the inside is just an extra bonus. The last two items I have here are from Natasha Denona. You guys know I had to pick these up, support my girl. I have the My Dream Cheek Trio. This is from her new My Dream collection. So I love the packaging. I think it's really cool, pretty different. You know, it's still simple like her other palettes, but it has a little more of like a punch with these like splats of like paint. So this one right here has 2 highlighters and then a cream blush. This highlighter is a glow cream base, and this is a regular powder. So you can kind of put these on top of each other. We'll put this and then put that on top, or, you know, mix and match really. I don't like that you have a few different finishes in here. I want to see what this swatch is like. The cream blush actually feels more like a powder. So there's that if you guys were curious. I see. This definitely has a like more of like a thin see-through type of texture to it. It's more of a true cream, but very thin, very thin. So then we have the Dream the Dream Glow highlighter, which looks like it really packs a punch. Just lightly dipping my finger in there. I feel like you can wear those two together, or I think it would be really pretty to mix maybe the blush and the cream highlighter for more like a dewier cream blush effect, because like I said, this is more like powder. I love the tones. I love these shades. These highlighters would work out amazingly for my skin tone, and these are usually the shades I typically go for. And then this more like deeper mauve I feel like would be perfect going into like the fall and winter months. So I think that this is going to be a winner in my collection. I usually have pretty good luck with her products. Cannot wait to use it. It looks perfect. Here is what the palette looks like, and I am really excited about this one. I've seen pics online where it looked more purpley toned and slightly more cooler, but it actually has the shade is slightly more warmer, and there are purples, but it's not overly like saturated with purple colors. And I feel like it does have like a good selection of just different shades that's not necessarily monochromatic. I love her monochromatic palettes, but I was curious to see like what else she can come up with that's not necessarily monochromatic. We all love monochromatic look, I think, but it's just nice to see something significantly different, because you have a lot of different like color stories going on in here, and I feel like you would be able to do so much with this one. Like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I really love these type of purpley tones on me. I just feel like it brings out my eye color nicely, so I want to get an insane amount of use out of those. We have one cool tone metallic here. This one, like I said, is more of a warmer shade. This also slightly warm, like a red burgundy shade with a little bit of like a cherryness to it. So pretty. A stunning gold, a beautiful champagne color, which I feel like a lot of palettes can always benefit from. This really nice shade, and then a black. I love blacks in palettes. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but for me, I get a lot of use out of black shades to line my upper lash line with, or to blend out with a color and to kind of smoke things out. And this is her Blackest Black, which is her, I want to say, #1 best-selling or first product she ever released ever. So it's really nice to see that it's included in here. This is one of her midi size palettes, which are my favorite from her, because it's not overly big, but it's not tiny. And I usually have really good luck with these. So I'm so happy to add this to my collection. Favorite palette from her is the Bronze and Glam, like the more warm bronzy palette, and the cool toned like Babe. I think this might be one that's gonna bump up its spot to spot #1. because the color story is really neat in a palette. It's so nice. It's really very, very pretty. I have an absolute ton to play with, like so much. If I do have the opportunity to do a get ready with me video, I will hopefully do one. Again, thank you so much to Sephora for sponsoring this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below. I'm curious to see what you have to say. What are you picking up? Keep me in the loop. I will see you guys in my next one, and I hope you guys enjoyed this.